party people, the temperature this morning dipped below 80 degrees. So you know what that means? It's sweater weather. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. So throw on your boots, slap on that cardigan, go get your scarf and a hat if you have one. I definitely don't. I'm not that basic. But fall is finally amongst us, which means time to throw on Hocus Pocus. But really, I thought today, well, what's on our to-do list? That's a good question. Oh, we've got an exciting day planned. Little did I know. I even wrote, exciting day planned. I try to pump myself up. By the way, I was up at 4 a.m. this morning. Up at 4? No, I was up at 2 a.m. Unacceptable. Meredith is just growing so much. I think she just wanted to talk and she wanted to try to walk. She didn't want to be sleeping. Pretty sure she's teething. So that was fun. She stayed up until 4 and then went to bed. And then I had to get up at 6, obviously. You know, I got other kids. So today should be really fun. I have laundry always on my to-do list. Actually, yesterday, I am way too hot for this crap. Ugh, what was I thinking? We can try our best to bring fall into the house, but sometimes in Florida, it just does not work out. As soon as the sun comes up, it's like 1,000,000 degrees. Okay, laundry, I did like at least 7 loads of laundry. Was it yesterday? It took me about 12 hours to do it, so I'm glad that's done. Of course, it's never ending, so I'm sure there's another load I could do today, but that's boring, so we'll get there when we get there. Oh my gosh, I need to vacuum the couch, like under the couch. Oh, it's disgusting. One of our nieces comes over, and for some reason, whenever she comes over, Wentworth thinks it's like okay to take all the couch cushions off and build a fort. So that's what they did, and when they did that, I saw what was under the couch cushions. I'm embarrassed. I'll say that. So we're gonna vacuum that crap up. Oh, speaking of embarrassing, okay, I have like fallen down the rabbit hole of car cleaning videos on YouTube. It's a thing, it's a thing. So my car isn't like, it's like a 5 out of 10. Alex's car is like a 1 out of 10. Actually, seeing what other people's cars look like trashed, I kind of feel, it's like watching hoarders. Then you look at your house and you're like, man, it's not so bad. Anyway, Alex, in his car, he's got car rests. Car rests? Yeah, that's what they're called. So I want to clean them. They're like really bad. So we'll get there when we get there. But very first, is it very first? Yeah, sure, why not? I want to throw some dinner in the crock pot. And maybe I was scrolling Instagram, you know, at 2 a.m., which is never a good idea. And I saw, I think it was crock-pot apple crisp or apple something. Nothing crisp ever comes out of the crock pot, but it was called something like that. And I thought, I have multiple crock pots. Let's try to do dinner and dessert in the crock pot. So we're gonna throw that together before we get into the cleaning bit. Even though I've like already cleaned this morning, I cleaned my kitchen just so when we go in there, you wouldn't be like, oh my God, Kim, you gotta do your dishes. I know. I don't know what we're gonna make for dinner. I want it to be something fall inspired, and I actually meal planned yesterday, and I have a lot of autumn themed dinners, but none of those like, I just don't want to make that, and also none of them are like crock-pot friendly, so we're gonna see what Pinterest has to offer. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff. You guys have sent me care packages. You guys are seriously so nice to me, so at the end of the video, we'll probably rip into those, crack those open, see what kind of goodies are inside. I would love to share that with you, so if you're interested in that, stick around, just keep on watching. So here's the thing about me wanting to make something in your crock pot. First of all, well, 2 things I want to say, probably more than that. But first thing, do you ever make a meal plan and then the next day you're just like, I don't feel like eating any of that stuff? Because that's me right now. Second thing is, what was the second thing? Oh, okay, so I don't want to make the basic things that everyone always makes in their crock pot, because I'm pretty sure I've made all of that crap with you anyway. So like chili, number 1 thing. That's like what I really want. I'm like, ooh, the temperature dropped. Let's eat some chili. I do have some cornbread. Ooh, oh, I do want some cornbread. We will refrain. So I want to make something, you know, different. Maybe give you a different recipe idea. Oh my gosh. Now I see some bread bowls because I typed up, you know, fall soup recipes. Maybe we'll make some bread bowls. Do you think that's a bad idea? We'll see. I don't even know what soup we're making yet. That cozy autumn wild rice soup looks pretty nice. What else do we see? Ooh, broccoli and cheese. That's always a favorite. Not for my thighs though. Oh my, do you see this over here? 150 cozy fall crock pot. 150? That's a bit much, don't we think? Ooh, this one looks really nice. See, 10 fall crock pot recipes. Well, that's decent. That's a solid number. Okay, do we see anything that we like? Oh, do you see this? Here it is. Slow cooker apple crisp. So we're gonna have to click on that. Save. And then see down here, another fan favorite, slow cooker taco soup. I just feel like we've seen that a million times. Okay, here's the verdict. I have already wasted so much time on Pinterest. Isn't that like the story of our lives? But I did find something really fantastic. Give you a little peek. Oh, just look at it. Look at it. It's a cross between chili and apparently mac and cheese, but also soup. It looks pretty soupy, unless all of that is cheese. We're gonna find out. So this is what we're going to make. 1 pot chili mac and cheese. Let's see if we have the ingredients. All right, I'm gonna print this up. I found a bread bowl. Oh, the second option was potato soup. Is it acceptable to put potato soup in a bread bowl? Also, is it acceptable to put chili cheese soup in a bread bowl because it has pasta in it? We're breaking the rules here because listen, I don't care. I just love carbs. Does anyone else have to type in their Wi-Fi password every time they try to print something? Because I do, and it is a pain in my rear end. Hot off the press here. And you know what? An extra recipe printed out. It is a Nutella brownie recipe. Apparently I tried to print it last time I wanted to print something, but I already made these, so we won't be making them today because my thighs. However, if you do want the recipe, I think I added it to my last What's for Dinner video, the week of dinners. Okay, so we have 1 pot chili mac and cheese, and I was looking over the recipe. I don't have canned tomatoes, I don't think, but I do have some crushed tomatoes, so I feel like that's good enough. The recipe says 3/4 of a cup of beans, white beans, and then kidney beans. I'm sorry, I'm dumping in the whole can. What? You crazy. All right, I think I have everything for that. And then the bread bowls, that'll be last, like if I have time. Apple crisp, I did find a recipe that requires like a canned apple thing, like a can of apple thing. What's it called? Like the inside of an apple thing. Apple pie. That's what I'm thinking of. Apple pie filling. Boom, got there. I am sleep deprived. It doesn't go away. What was I saying? I don't have that. Are you shocked? But I do have apples, so I found a recipe that you can make it from scratch. Like it's difficult. All right, so let's get cracking. Let's get crocking. Let's get crocking. Crocking in my crock pot. Oh, you know what's first? Okay, it's fall, so are we going to wear Thanksgiving apron or witch's brew? Let's do Thanksgiving today. Oh, so festive. How often are you supposed to wash aprons? I feel like this one needs a good wash. All right, how's that look? Okay, what do we need? 6 cups of Granny Smith apples. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if I have 6 cups. I have 4 apples, but I think I'm just gonna do 3. I'll do 4. I guess I need my crack pots. My crack pot! All right, we got 1. And I actually don't know if this one works. Someone gave it to us. Who am I to turn down a crock pot? Let's get started on dinner. You know what? Every time I open chicken broth, I don't use it all, so I have 3 cartons that are open in my fridge. So I'm actually really glad that I'm gonna be able to use them up. Okay, kidney beans and beans. Chili powder. So here's everything that you're going to need for the chili mac and cheese. Minus the cheese, but I assume you put that on at the very last minute. You need ground beef. I don't have any thawed, so I'm going with sausage. I'm already mixing up the recipe. Who cares? I feel like sausage will give it more flavor, you know? Okay, I also have an onion. You need 10 ounces of pasta. I've got 12 in the fancy orecchiette. You also need, I guess, a 1.5 cups of beans, but I'm going to use all of that. Red bean, white bean, cumin, chili powder, garlic, tomatoes, and then 4 cups of chicken stock. You know what? Probably one of my least things about crock pot meals is having to cook something before you put it in the crock pot. I feel like that just negates the point of making a crock pot meal. It's supposed to be dump and go, nice and easy. Yet here we are. Also, the recipe said to have oil. That's why I put it in, but I shouldn't have. If I wasn't thinking, if I wasn't reading a recipe, if I was thinking actually, how about that? I wouldn't have added the oil because the sausage or ground beef, whatever you're making, has so much fat in it already. Ugh, Julia, child. You know what I'm gonna use? My potato masher. Oh my gosh, look at it. Just cuts right through that sausage. But it's like one more thing I have to wash, you know? All right, I'm just gonna let this cook down, add some garlic, and then we'll head to the crock pot. I think I need to take my Hooked on Phonics course again. You guys, it doesn't say crock pot chili mac and cheese, it says one pot. One pot. I'm reading through and I'm like, well, when do I add the pasta? Oh, just 15 minutes in. I don't care, I'm making it in my crock pot. I have to know, I'm wondering if you guys are curious to know how many cups of beans is in one can. I'm gonna guess right now, you guess, you let me know. I'm gonna guess at least a cup and a half, maybe? I don't know. Oh my, you guys! My cooking skills are basically at pro level. 1.5 cups, precisely. Somebody call the Food Network. Okay, so I'm sitting here thinking, Kim, why don't you just make it on the stovetop, follow the directions, and I'm having an internal battle. Multiple reasons why I don't want to do that. One, I've already dirtied this pot, and it's not big enough for everything. 2, I really want to make a crock pot meal. And 3, I just don't follow directions, and you can't make me. This is done. I did add the garlic, and I'm just gonna throw it right into my crock pot. This dish kind of reminds me of another dish that I normally make. It's called Bobby's Goulash. It's like a Paula Deen recipe, and I've made that with you before as well. And that is always a hit. It's a family favorite. It's basically, well, American style goulash. But pretty similar to this without all the chicken stock. Woo! But it does call for water, so I'm sure you can replace it. Okay, I'm gonna do half of this large jar, exactly 15 ounces. Oh, sorry, 14.5 ounces. I'm gonna add in the beans. And then the white beans, technically you only need 1 can of beans if you're following the recipe. Clearly, I am not doing. 4 cups of chicken stock, which is typically just 1 large carton like this. Ooh, nice. 2, I'm laughing already. 2 teaspoons of chili powder. That looks good. 1.5 teaspoons of cumin. And then a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I'm gonna pop a top on this and just let it sit until I'm ready to add the pasta. About 30 minutes before it's finished, before we're ready to eat, I'll throw the pasta in. Okay, on to the apple crisp. What do we need? Oh, you know what we have from when we made those apple snaps, whatever those were called? I do have apple pie spice, is this it? But let me smell it again. Let me give it a little second chance. It smells better this time. No. Nutmeg. I smell a lot of nutmeg. We're gonna skip on that. Oh my gosh, I don't even think I told you the magic about this recipe and why I wanted to try it. You need 1 stick of butter. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, that pepper I put in the chili. Oh, the magic, I brought it out. I'm so distracted by my sneeze. All you need is a box cake mix for this. Well, all you need. Really, all you need is like an apple pie can of filling, word it however you please, and then a box cake mix. And I'm sure maybe, I don't know, probably something else. Probably butter. Unless you want to make it a la mode at the very end and then add some ice cream on top of that. I'm not a fan of ice cream, I don't like it, but I do love cake. So I'm excited. That's what lured me into this recipe at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., whenever I looked at it on the website. You know what else I make with this? Oh my gosh. I should have made it today. I feel like I've made it with you before. It's been years though. Pumpkin dump cake. Oh, it sounds terrible. It's a terrible name for it. It should be called something more lovely, like apple crisp, pumpkin crisp. Oh, can we add nuts to this? I feel like that would be a great addition. What kind of nut goes good with apple? Pecans? That's what kind of nut is in the pumpkin dump cake. It's, oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, we're making that next time. How about that? Well, next time, sometime in the future. Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving's coming up. Ba-da-da. Man, I love Thanksgiving. I just love food. Okay, pumpkin dump cake. Oh, it's so good. So good. But right now we're making apple crisp. Look who it is, Meredith. Okay, I got her done for a nap, but the lawn guy is here. Oh, cross your fingers that he doesn't wake her up. Okay, where were we? Did I already tell you about the pumpkin dump cake? That's what I thought about the entire time I was putting her down for a nap. Oh, I really want the pumpkin dump cake. I don't know what this is. The largest baby in the world. How am I supposed to cut this? Am I supposed to peel it and stuff? I'll tell you something, this recipe is not very descriptive. Spray inside of slow cooker with cooking spray, then add apples. We're gonna do it. Gotta get our peeling skills on. Are you ready for it? Let's get serious. Let's do it in one go around here. Come on, Kim, everybody's watching. The hard part is not getting half the apple off with the skin, you know? Oh, look at that. A little snake. Good stuff.
I got this picture in my closet. It's gathering dust right now. And the edges have been folded once or twice.
Oh, I'm a failure.
No more, 'cause the sun has made it pale. I used to have it hanging on my wall some time ago. A picture of you. You're standing by that window, playing your guitar. And if I close my eyes, I can almost hear your song.
It's not quite 6 cups. Should I cut up the last apple back there? Or should I just call it a day? I used my canned spray stuff for something for dinner last night, and then I had to put the baby down to bed, so the kids helped clean up the kitchen. I have no idea where they put my oil, so I'm using the liquid. I'm just gonna make sure it is coated everywhere. Hear that weed whacker? Oh, by the way, they did chop down my starfruit trees. Oh, it was sad. It was sad when I found out, you guys. All right, let's see how this fills up the bottom, and that will determine if I want to cut some more. No, I think that's pretty good. It fills up the bottom. I mean, will the cake to apple ratio be great? Yes, because there will be much more cake than apple, and this is not a healthy dessert. It's just faking you out and making you think it is because there's apples in it. There's also a ton of sugar, so don't go lying to yourself. Once you have the apples in, you just sprinkle, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon over the apples. I'm just going straight from the container here. Are you surprised? Oh, yes. This is gonna make my house smell so good. And then we're gonna sprinkle 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Oh, yeah. I mean, is this necessary? I would say absolutely. Like, how much sugar is in cake mix? Do we really need that? I'm pretty sure you add sugar to pumpkin dump cake too. Okay, and then 1 box of yellow cake mix. Or you know what would be great? Spice cake mix, if you have it. Why not? Oh my gosh, this is a lot of cake mix. Oh, it smells so good. Oh yeah, now I'm excited for dessert. Then you just sprinkle the butter cubes right over top. I mean, who doesn't want a nice apple crisp on a fall day? Okay, when you're done with the butter, you cover it, obviously, and then let it sit for 3 hours on high. Guess what? The baby's still sleeping. So we're definitely gonna do the bread bowls. Where's that recipe? I should probably clean this up first. Hold on. You know what? I plugged it in that whole time, this crock pot, and I was like, I'm gonna see if this works. I didn't even turn it on. What is wrong with me? Oh man, a piece of apple fell on the floor. It's called a snap. 5-second rule. What makes it even gross is that I stepped on it twice. So. God made dirt. Okay, I am gonna try my hand at bread bowls. Did I already say this? I feel like I already said this. Could have been in my head. So I need some yeast. I don't know if I have any, so fingers crossed. It's definitely not in there. It's definitely not in there. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the last place I'm gonna look. Hey, guess where they were the last place I looked. I think this is rapid. I have more yeast than this. I know I do. There it is. Oh, the last place I looked. All right, I'm gonna use this. All right. What else do I need? I like this stool here. If you guys can't even see me. I wish I could just walk around on stilts all the time. Okay, we need sugar, we need salt, we need yeast, we need butter, and flour. I got the flour when I went out to the garage to get, what did I get out there? An onion. I knew I needed to fill this thing up. You know, every time I need my tablespoon measure, I can't find it. But every time I don't need it, I see it in this drawer. Who takes it? 3 cups of warm water, not too hot, not too cold, Goldilocks style. You don't want to kill the yeast. 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. Full disclosure, I've obviously never used this recipe. I do like bread. And I feel like whenever I make bread, it never tastes bad. It's all basically the same ingredients. Do I put salt in this yet? 1/2 teaspoon of sugar to give the yeast something to eat. We're gonna give that a little mix. Make sure all the yeast is meeting the water and sugar. And then we're gonna let this sit. For 5 minutes, we're gonna let it proof. Looks nice and proofed. Oh, except for that dry piece right there, but that's okay. We just know that it's alive. And really, I don't think you have to proof it. Don't ask me, but that's just my opinion. Okay, you just add a little bit of salt, 4 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Oh my gosh. How many bread bowls is this gonna make? You need 8 cups of flour? 9 cups. I really need to start reading recipes before I just dive in. Okay, 3.5 cups to start. 1, 2, 3.5. Let's bring this over to the KitchenAid. Grab my dough whisk and you add 1 cup at a time once this is, oh great, it's unplugged. Mixed in. Great, we're gonna add 1 more cup. Whoa, I guess I should turn it off. 5 cups. 6 cups. I don't know, but this looks pretty decent to me. I feel like my KitchenAid is just gonna like fly right off the counter. Okay, I walked away for like 4 seconds to read the recipe. Oh, really? Things are getting wild. All right, calm down. Calm down. Piece of dough flung out at me right over here. Oh, while I was shoving my face full of pirate booty. Not my finest hour. Okay, so now we're gonna get this dough. Oh, who else loves dough? I mean, come on. Oh man, can't get it off. Come on, muscles! Oh, come on. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this off. Oh my god. I might have to get Alex in here. Come on, muscles. Muscles McGee! All right, I gotta move the tripod. Come on. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it off. Oh, my hands, my fingers hurt. I will win because I must. This is ridiculous. My hand is so red. There's gotta be some kind of scientific way to do this. I'm pushing and I'm pulling. Okay, hold on, this is in my way. I feel like I'm starting to sweat. Fall, where are you now? Maybe if I give it a good hug. Oh, I don't need no man. I don't know my own strength. Okay, that was rough. I also feel like I need to add more flour to this. Well, maybe. Yeah, I am woman, hear me roar, and numbers too big to ignore. I added some more flour. Whoa, flour shower. Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on now. You know what? I like a good hand knead. Oh, I was at Cracker Barrel the other day and I picked up a book of jokes. And one of the jokes was, oh crud, now I forgot it. It was something about, what did the gingerbread man say to the baker? This is it. You ready? I don't need you. You need me. All right, I thought it was funny. I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil to the bowl, like so. Wash it around, wash it. I'm gonna coat the dough in the oil. Oil is my blood. And then we're finally gonna cover it and let it sit for 45 minutes. Isn't she a beauty? Okay, I'm out here in my husband's car. For reference, oh, it's hot in here. He told me not to do this. But I'm gonna do it anyway and surprise him because my love language is acts of service, even though it's not his. I feel like this is how I show my love. So I have armed myself with OxyClean. Yes, Just good old OxyClean and a scrub brush, and I have some water. Let me show you before pictures. Oh, it's nasty. All right, how can I change the lighting so it looks disgusting? Okay, so it looks like we've got some spillage and some sludge. Some more sludge right there, and then some more right there. And those are the 3 areas we're gonna focus on today, ladies and gentlemen. Baby's still sleeping, I've got the monitor here. I'm just going to douse it in OxyClean. I'm sure, like this is for laundry, I'm sure you could use something less chemically, less abrasive. But like, have you seen this? I don't wanna be out here all day. I just wanna scrub, scrub, scrub and go back inside where the AC is pumping and the bread bowls are rising. Got my nice water bowl here. I'm just gonna go to town. Ooh, look. I could use my carpet cleaner in this, but I just feel like this is so simple to do with your hand, you know? Oh my gosh, look at that. It's coming right up. It's like I barely have to scrub. It's just rolling right off of the seats here. All right, I'm done scrubbing. I'm just going to, I don't know what kind of cloth this is. Just taking it and, oh, Lord almighty. I'm just trying to get all the rest of it off, you know? So here is the after. Is it perfect? No, but is it better? Yup. That's all we're looking for. I gotta come outside when I have better lighting. But you can definitely see it's better. I mean, the dirt came right up. I barely had to scrub it. And I should come back outside when the sun isn't like casting a crazy shadow. There we go. You see that? Let's do a little side by side over here. Before and after, how does it look? Good. All right, for real, it does look good and I'm happy about it. It took me about, I don't know, 5 seconds. Here's what you really want to see. The color of the mud that came out of it. It's actually not so bad. Oh, the bottom was pretty nasty. Okay, back inside. Checking in. It has been quite some time. My favorite part is just punching the air out of it. All right, we're going to portion these into 8 little balls.
So amazing. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. And knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. We can. Got me saying, hey, girl, will you marry me? 2 kids in a house and live happily. I think we are so meant to be.
I just rolled them into little balls here. And they aren't quite little. It said 8, but I'm thinking like if you made 6, you would have much bigger bread bowls. And then you're just supposed to, you know, make a little X on the top of it. All right, so fancy. Guess it's time to open a bakery. All right. Okay, those definitely look professional. I went around and I just tucked them under a little bit. You cover them again and let them rest for 30 minutes. I made a little egg wash. It's egg white and then 1 tablespoon of milk. And I'm just gonna brush the tops just lightly. And I guess you're supposed to do this before you cover them and let them rise. I'm just following the directions, you know? Can we just have a moment of silence for my mixer? They've definitely doubled in size, so I'm gonna take the plastic wrap off of them, and they're touching each other. Once I noticed they were touching each other, I tried to maneuver them, but they're just so soft. So I'm gonna throw these in the oven, 400 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, we're gonna crack into this. It's been 3 hours. I think that's how long we were supposed to wait. Oh yeah, look at those bubbles. It smells so good too. All the bubbles look so good. The cake on top looks finished. I am just gonna put it on warm and then wait until after dinner to crack into it. Fresh out of the oven. Look how fantastic these look. So I think when I put the plastic wrap on them, the little X on top got, ooh. I hope they're done inside. Ow, it's hot. Well, they smell good. It smells like bread, so I'm excited to pour some soup inside. Ooh, the time has come. Ooh, to add the pasta. All right, now I'm just gonna let this cook for about 30 more minutes and then check on it. Here it is, all finished. It's nice and thick. And it actually, probably because I added a lot of chili powder, but it does smell like chili. It smells really good. I like the pasta aspect. It's not as soupy as I thought it would be, but looks good, smells good. Hopefully it tastes good. Here it is all served up. Yes, I am a professional. Do you see my new balls? I'm telling you guys, someone call the Food Network, call their editor, tell them I'm available to take photos for their magazine. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? All right, this is delicious. I hope you enjoy the recipe. Okay, it's looking a little more crispy, but I'm gonna dig into this guy and hopefully it is satisfying. It looks really nice. The bottom kind of looks like mush. Not very Pinterest worthy. Wait, is that an apple? It smells so good. If you really want to, just throw some ice cream on top of that and you got yourself a nice little dessert. Gonna dance? Dance, show me how you dance. No? Meredith has been dancing so much lately. It's the cutest thing, but it's so hard to catch on camera. Okay, now it is time to show you what is under. Oh my, I can't make this stuff up, guys. I can't make this stuff up. Are you kidding? A banana peel? Oh my God, my kids.
I don't know where she came from. Kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love.
Yeah. Have you ever been in love? Listen, about the vacuum situation, my Dyson did not get plugged back into the wall, so guess what? It was dead. So this is my first time using my Shark since I bought my Dyson. I don't know. I got it as a Christmas gift. It must have been almost a year now. Was it last Christmas? Who knows? Who remembers? I definitely don't. Anyway, can I tell you, I have no idea how I functioned vacuuming with my Shark vacuum. Not to put down Shark because it was amazing when I first got it, and I got a replacement motor for it, I don't know, 6 months before I got the Dyson. That stuff didn't pick up anything. So I'm curious to know if you have a Shark or Dyson vacuum, or if you're old school and have... Oh crap, Eureka? We have a Eureka store near me, and I always wonder, like, is that like a money laundering store? Does anyone actually go there? Do people still buy Eureka vacuums? Okay, moving on. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but what I wanted to say was it actually took me 2 hours to complete vacuuming my couch because I had to wait for my vacuum to charge. It's cool though. It's cool. It's like no big deal. And isn't Meredith like the cutest little baby on the planet? Okay, not perfect, but good enough. That's what we say. Like our little helper. Did you help me?
Something about the way she laughs and the way she always dances when she thinks nobody sees. And when she's gone, I miss her so. I tell her, baby, please don't go. I think you should stay with me. And I really get what... Okay, that is it. I lied to you again. I told you that we would get to the packages, but this is so long already. I promise we'll get to it next time. Those packages have been there for a few days, so I'm like itching. Everyone at the house is really like, what's inside? We don't know. We're gonna find out soon. And you know what's funny? At the beginning, I said, oh, I don't want to make chili. And then I made chili. That's just how my life goes. But I hope you enjoyed watching. Technically, it's a different kind of chili recipe, so there's that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I always enjoy your company. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. No, smiles.